brought to you by Joshua LaFon with Simply Vegas Real Estate, a realtor here to help educate current and future Las Vegas locals on selling and investing in real estate. You're probably asking yourself, educate. Yes, there's a surprising amount of adults that when it comes to real estate, don't know the right questions to ask, don't know where to start, and think they need a lot of cash to buy a house in Nevada, which simply isn't true. So Josh has decided to make it his responsibility to teach his clients what they need to know, and equally important, what they need to ask to help ensure making their home ownership dreams a true reality. So make sure you call or text Joshua LaFon today at 702-813-0533. This has been another paid advertisement from Joshua LaFon with Simply Vegas Real Estate. Make sure you give him a call, 702-813-0533.
Like we always do about this time.
James Russell, you hustling son of a...
It's me, your daddy, Roberto.
Me a boy's name that starts with the letter H.
Jose. Now look at me now. How far we go back? Elementary, jump rope, hide and go seek, pity pat, red light, green light, red light, green light.
When you just talk about practice, we sitting here, I'm supposed to be the franchise player, and we're in here talking about practice. About practice. Not a game, not a game, not a game. We talking about practice. We talking about practice, man. But we talking about practice right now. We talking about
You play to win the game. Hello? You play to win the game.
You are tuned into Straight Bet Sports on the Gorilla Cross Radio Network.
That's right, just past Wednesday night, you're tuned in live to Straight Bet Sports here on the Gorilla Cross Radio Network. We're coming to you live from downtown Las Vegas, Nevada. As we do every single Wednesday night, the we is myself, Jose V. Rob G, somewhere in the background watching the game, finishing up his Jersey Mikes or torta, as Kwon was calling it earlier. Jay Madrazo's in the building. He said he's ready to chop it up today. We got a good show for you guys on tap, man. Kwon59 doing what he does for us every single Wednesday night behind the big boards. Now, do me a favor, guys. If you guys are watching this, go ahead and share, like, comment, follow. Let everyone know what you're doing. And just enjoy the show tonight. We got a UFC welterweight that'll be joining us in the studio here shortly. He's running a little late, but it's all good, man. We're going to have him in studio tonight. He is none other than Khaos Williams, coming from his UFC Fight Night victory here in Las Vegas this past Saturday night. Rob has his beverage, so now he's ready to sit and join us here. But yeah, Khaos will be joining us in the building a little bit later on the show. But just want to thank everyone for being here tonight, man. You guys good? You ready? Because, you know, Rob's over here, Mr. Prima Donna. You know, I got to make sure I'm ready. And I'm still licking my chops from my sandwich. You good, though? You ready now? Let's see. We good?
I think so. There we go.
You can breathe?
I got me. Kwon put me right on camera.
Kwon's got to get up and fix your camera.
He put me right on camera.
You see how it is, man?
There it is.
But once again, guys, we're coming to you live. Rob, let them know where we're coming. Let everybody know where we're at. Because you never say the name of the station.
The entertainment capital of the world, Las Vegas, Nevada.
Gorilla Cross Radio. If you guys have chimed in, we greatly appreciate you guys. You are listening to us live on the Gorilla Cross app. If you haven't downloaded, go ahead and do it now on the iTunes store for Apple. Google Play Store, if you got an Android there, go ahead and download the Gorilla Cross app. If not, gorillacross.com. And on all social media platforms, that's YouTube, Gorilla Cross Radio. Twitter, Gorilla Cross as well. And Facebook, we are live on all three of those platforms, so you can check us out. And after the show, you can check out my YouTube page, Straight Bet Sports. You can check me out on Twitter, Jose_Volonte. Instagram, we do have a Straight Bet Sports page as well. And we have one on Facebook as well. We're trying to get Joel to take a few more pictures at some of these events that we keep sending them to. I don't know if it's paying off, Rob. We might have to start pulling back the credentials a little bit.
Pull the plug.
Damn. But no, man, we want to thank our sponsors and everybody involved with the show. We greatly appreciate you. Everyone that chimes in every single week, everyone that's watching, Kev Ray, Cousin Eddie. We got some more people in the on there that are watching. We greatly appreciate you guys as well, as always, chiming in and just chopping it up with us. But we weren't going to have that much time to talk sports today because we were going to have a guest early on here. But, guys, we're going to have time. So with that being said, we got to go ahead and jump in and do the barber chair. jump into the barber chair, Rob, your favorite new segment. Go into the barbershop.
I love all the news.
We got to have the barbershop, conversation here, basically chop it up. So tonight, as well as it is every single Wednesday night moving forward, Kwon, if you could put up that graphic for us. This sponsor segment, us jumping into the chair, is by our very own personal barber, Eric Navarro of Line 'em Up by Eric. You can hit him up right there. As you see on the screen at 702-884-8138. He is also on IG. He posts all of his haircuts on there at Line 'em Up by Eric, LINEEMUPBYERIK. Check him out on Instagram. He's cutting out a 5-star barbershop at 2696 West End Road, Suite 107. If you need a cut, get ready for the weekend, you got a job interview, or you just want to get fresh because you like to stay clean, go ahead and hit up Eric. Trust me, you will not be disappointed. We greatly appreciate you for jumping on, Eric. We're supposed to have him in the studio today. He wanted to hang out. I went through all the trouble. I'm like, Kwon, can we have him in? Kwon's like, yeah, cool, no problem. Never even hits me back.
Wow.
Doesn't even make it, but it's all good. We'll get him in studio
I'll hit
soon.
him right now.
He said he wants to watch the show here live soon, so we'll get that going. But tonight we're going to jump in the barber chair and talk about Ben Simmons. Kwon, we appreciate you bringing up the conversation last week because that's how it started. But then it ended with Ben Simmons being out of the NBA playoffs now. He choked in the fourth quarter, and I think I'm not sure if I have this graphic correct or not. The final 4 games of that series, he did not shoot or make a field goal in the fourth quarter. So you basically choked, but yet there's videos of you playing in the gym, draining jumpers from the three-point line like it's nothing. So my thing is it something mental with him? Because he's a talented player. You know what I mean? We talked about it last week. But at this point, who do you give up? Doc Rivers came out and said, we haven't given up on him. I don't remember the exact words. You gotta have more fight in you or whatever it is, right? The pain's gotta hurt you, but the drive's gotta win you more, or whatever it may be. But I don't know if you keep Ben Simmons at this point. Who's the tougher player? I don't know if you guys know or not, but they mentioned it during the telecast. Joel Embiid was playing with a torn meniscus. I don't know how painful that is because I've never had one. I've had knee issues, so I know how painful knee issues are in general. But imagine playing through a torn meniscus and look up the numbers that he had. If you don't believe me, the guy had an amazing series, amazing monster series. If it wasn't for him, Philly would have probably not even got that far. Let's be real. But Ben Simmons didn't show up, and he didn't show up when it mattered the most. So who do you trade at this point? I'm going to be honest with you. You're still going to call me crazy. I say you still got to trade Joel Embiid. Because now we know that he played with that torn meniscus. We don't know how good he's going to be. He's already injury prone. If you can work with Ben Simmons. I think you can work with Ben Simmons. You can call me crazy. Again, I give my opinions. I'm not giving you facts. I'm not giving you numbers. I'm not giving you stats. The kid's still young. He's 24 years old? I think he's somewhere around there. He's got a long way to go. And he hasn't been injury prone like Joel Embiid has. So what are your guys' thoughts? Whoever wants to go first, I don't care. Jump in, chime in, go first.
Go ahead,
what do you
Joel.
guys think?
Go first, Joel.
I think in general, I feel like the whole team in general just ran out of gas, honestly. Do you just get rid of those 2 players? You think it's Doc Rivers as well? I feel like it's a mixture of everybody. I feel like the whole organization, the whole team, throughout the whole season, yeah, they were first and they had a solid season. But I just saw throughout the midseason or throughout the end towards the playoffs, you could just see that this team is only going to get so far, And
not
even
only
through
that,
the previous series too. They managed, but they were having kind of a rough time as a whole team. So I feel like they just ran out of gas.
and think about this. Ben Simmons just finished the 1 year of his 4-year semi-max or whatever max contract it was. Joel Embiid's in line to get a max contract. Do you really want to give a guy like Joel Embiid a max contract right now, knowing his past injuries, knowing he's injury prone, knowing, again, I sound like a broken record, that he played with a torn meniscus, Rob? I mean, think about it. You still got Ben Simmons under contract. If he's this bad as they say he is, how many teams are really going to want to give you anything right now, right? His value's gone down at this point, not up.
Exactly. Yeah, I think his trade value, obviously, the playoffs didn't help him, and then obviously how they went out too as well, when what the expectations were. But I think Doc has I don't really think Doc is maybe the problem. He's known as a great coach. He's I want to say he's won everywhere, right? I want to say that.
Yeah,
but
I'm not blaming Doc.
No, I'm not saying you are. I'm just I think Doc has a huge say in this, because who does he want to coach, in the next few years? Because how long is his leash, right? And he's got to think about if he's he's got to think about his career and what's going to be best for him as well. So I think, in my opinion, I think we talked about it last time. I think everyone's talking about Ben Simmons getting traded, right? There is no chatter of, well, I haven't seen any too much. I haven't heard too much of Joel Embiid.
A lot of it
traded.
is social media stuff.
Correct.
A lot of it is speculation.
They already have the odds up, right, of
Yeah.
where he's gonna end up. I think
insane,
Portland's
bro.
the leading favorite, right? Plus 250. I saw. I think on Portland.
Why? Because Stephen A. said you got to trade for CJ McCollum. Is that why? Just because someone like Stephen A. mentioned, oh, if you're Portland or if you're the 76ers, you need to trade for CJ McCollum and basically get rid of Ben Simmons. Come on.
Well, I think you need someone to I think the big question is you need someone to complement Joel Embiid versus you need someone to complement Ben Simmons, right? And so getting CJ McCollum, someone that can shoot from anywhere on the floor, and being able to put somebody, get somebody in there that has playoff experience, that is clutch, right? You can count on him to shoot the three. I think that's probably the way that they're going to end up going. And I would probably, if you want to win now, I'd probably say stick with Joel Embiid. But if this is a long-term thing, if we're still in trust the process, I think you got to stick with Simmons.
I didn't even know Kwon was behind me.
What do you say?
That was another segment of the barber chair here on Straight Bet Sports on Gorilla Cross Radio Network. If you guys want to chime in, 702-608-3259 is the phone number. We're taking phone calls. We always take phone calls, but nobody wants to call. The only person we get calling us is Kevin from Chicago, right?
Yeah.
Right, Kevin from Chicago. Is that it? Yeah, that's the only. I mean, at least we got someone from the East Coast calling us up, right? We doing something,
He calls
right?
himself K-Dog now when he calls out Let the Ball Bounce.
K-Dog, let's go.
Gave himself
K-Dog.
his own nickname.
Now K-Dog's going to call in and watch. I guarantee you he'll end up calling on the show today. All
Even
right,
money.
guys.
Even money.
Shout out to
Soccer,
K-Dog.
guys.
Shout out to K-Dog.
Shout out to K-Dog.
Shout out to K-Dog. K-Dog out of Chicago. But anyways, guys, soccer. You got the jersey on, Joel. But before we talk soccer, you and I were chopping it up about something earlier outside, and I kind of want to get your thoughts, and I know Kwon will probably chime in on this as well. So part of the show is we're going to go off topic sometimes, but we're going to talk sports and just have a regular conversation. It has nothing to do with anything that's going on right now, but in general, Joel brought up a good point. You look at soccer, right? Right now, they have the Champions League, Copa America, the Euro. Basically, there's so many
little
leagues,
tournaments, right? Or
exactly.
different cups.
And if you're in a club, there's so many different tournaments. So as you're playing an actual league game or a league season, you're also jumping in and out of tournaments throughout that. The UEFA Champions League, the FA Cup,
International, all that stuff.
all that stuff, right? So, I mean, why don't you just basically say I want you to say it better because it was basically your idea, and I want to get their thoughts on it more than anything.
Basically, why doesn't the NFL or the NBA incorporate every state to have a team? I feel like financially, every state and every in both leagues could hold their own, right? So if there's only one league, since there isn't a league in Europe or a league in Asia or a league in like Africa, that's like
Every
competing,
country, you
right?
mean.
In every country, right? That's competitive, since like the NBA or the NFL is it, right? Like the best league, right? For the right?
Yeah.
That's where all the players want to play. And so why can't we build a league where we host more games or double the games instead of playing, teams twice compared in like either league, right? And expand the league to all the states, meaning like even if it's like the state doesn't have like a lot of, the population isn't big, but hold it in the capital, then hold it where there's a lot of there's tourist potential, right? And you could and I was telling Jose that all that revenue it's all gonna come back, the new stadiums,
Now,
jersey
here's where I'm
players.
gonna cut him off. I told him, I understand the revenue portion of it. I get it. You're gonna make a lot of money if you play more games, if you travel more, and you have a team in every state. But if you look at the NFL, they're already trying to stop concussions, right? They're going through a bunch of concussion stuff. There's no way, and I don't mean this disrespectfully, because he was saying you play everyone once. No longer you play Denver twice, you played Raiders twice, whatever. Everybody once. So that'd be a 31, 32 game season, whatever it may be, right? That's still a lot of games. His thought, you play at halftime, you play mid-season, whatever, you have an all-star game, and then you continue to play. Still, you're not going to get Tom Brady or any of these superstar athletes to play 32 games within a calendar year. right? I mean, within that type of season, there's no way it's going to happen. I see the idea. I get it. Create more to make more.
Yeah.
But the only sport that I can see that happening, like I was telling him, is probably baseball. Even though baseball already has the Serie del Caribe, you know, they have the World Baseball Classic. I think they could expand more because the type of players that they have, the type of speed of the game, it's a whole lot different, bro. But I don't know. What do you think?
And then I told him to. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
And then I also told him that's where the second string and all these. Yeah, you don't want to play those, but just like in soccer, you rotate your squad. That's why you build a squad to last or try to last the whole season. That's why you double the squad, and you. At that point, I feel like you should. The squad is gonna get double. And that way you could be playing more. You'll have more stars and more rotation on your team, and then more players will be getting produced throughout colleges and throughout the whole system. And then how Jose said as well, also incorporate like a minor type of league in the type of like the NFL.
But that's what I was saying, that
like,
they have to come up with some type of minor league system that they don't have before anything like what you're saying can happen. Is just what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Like, right?
So he's talking. I just want to make sure I'm clear. He's talking state to state, like Vermont plays Maine.
Yeah,
like everybody.
Oh,
Why,
okay.
yeah, like because
every state
has their own team. Like we could afford it. Come on.
But
like,
I told him
why
at that
doesn't
point,
every
you got to look
state-
at this. California's got 4 teams in baseball.
And then I told him that
Or,
all
I'm
those,
sorry, 4 teams
all
total.
those teams
I'm
will
sorry.
be spread around.
Baseball, football. You know what I mean? They got. What's that? Actually, wait. a
No,
minute.
they're not going to leave Cali, of course.
Yeah,
not.
no, we're talking about.
There's not
but it-
there's
you know,
not going
like-
to be the Clippers are not moving to Vermont.
Right.
Exactly.
I think.
Or
I
like
think there's a
But then
reason.
move to like Vegas,
I think there's a reason.
right? Like teams like that. Like you just got to spread them out. I feel just
Get
so
'em,
it could
Kwon.
be.
Get
I don't know.
Get them, Kwon.
But that's just my opinion, though.
Hold on.
You know, but yeah.
It would be very difficult to do.
It would be
that. But I
difficult,
feel you.
yeah.
And there's some states that just wouldn't, like the Rhode Island. Like it would just be hard to have every state.
And to be profitable, right? I understand like revenue sharing, and I understand like, it is the United States of America, and we have the most money, but I'm pretty sure some states lost their team or currently are not vying to get a team because they've probably done their numbers and seen that it's probably not a long-term, there's no long-term profit in it. So I think that's why a lot of teams, like you said, like Rhode Island and Vermont and Maine and
can't
stuff
happen.
like that.
It can, but it can't.
It can't. Anything's possible, right?
Yeah, true.
But I think if it was to be done already, it would have been done already, right? So that's just my opinion. I like the idea, though.
And sponsorships. Look at the infinite sponsorship.
I'm not saying it's a bad idea. I just can't see it happening in the NFL, at least because of the
No,
type of play,
NFL,
the type
it
of
would
play.
be like an MLB. Like I think that's the only sport that I
Rob,
could work in.
I can't cut you. I gotta
can't
cut you
believe
off.
ATL's winning right now.
114, 113, guys. If you're watching at home,
5.
Oh, ATL's got the ball too.
5.3. Atlanta's up, and they got the ball.
Let's go,
Trey
Atlanta.
Young, you just got fouled. That should be game.
Oh,
I can't believe ATL gonna take him, man.
Let's talk about last night, though. Phoenix Clippers. DeAndre Ayton with the final dunk
Value.
to end the game.
that was nice.
The alley-oop.
Value.
Value.
The value.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
value.
The value.
Value.
Did you see the reaction from Stephen A. and
I
from
didn't-
Mike Wilbon? Did you see that Instagram post?
I didn't see any of it. I didn't see at least the reaction. I saw the highlights of the game.
They were shocked.
I just the thing that caught my attention was obviously it was a great play to end the game, but how about Paul George missing those 2 free throws? Right?
Playoff P, baby.
Right. I'm just saying all that
P.
hype and all that. I got to carry
Chaos
this
just
team.
text me. He's outside.
All right. Let's
So
make
go
it-
ahead and continue that conversation.
Yeah. Go to,
Kwon, you got it?
I'm just confused. Can you goaltend?
Oh, wait, I
that out of
forgot.
bounds play because that ball was over the rim.
I forgot because Kwon hates the Phoenix Suns. I forgot he hates the Phoenix Suns. Kwon hates the Phoenix Suns.
Clippers.
I don't know. I agree. I was looking at this play. I was looking at the play. I thought the same exact thing. I mean, isn't the rule different now? I mean, can't you grab it, or does it have to bounce once and then you're allowed to grab it after that?
I'm not 100% sure on that new rule or under that rule.
But not only that, I heard it took him like. I mean, I didn't see the
Did
end.
they review it?
I
Did
saw
they
the
review
play.
it?
Yeah, they did.
reviewed it
Yeah,
over
Yeah, but I heard it took
yeah.
forever. It
Yeah,
took like
it-
30 minutes or something.
Well, I heard
It
there was,
took
like,
like-
there was a bunch of reviews in
5-10
the
minutes
last
in the
minute,
last-
and there was like last 2 minutes of the game. There was like 4 or 5 reviews
Yeah.
or whatever that dragged the game on for like 20, 30
Crazy,
minutes.
bro.
But yeah, I mean, playoff P. That wouldn't have been
Clippers win next 2?
At home.
with
think?
Kawhi.
In LA?
Yes, without Kawhi, no.
No.
And you got Chris Paul coming back, probable if Kawhi plays. But I mean, You shouldn't even have been in that predicament. You should have had Phoenix should have been shooting. I mean, come on. You're basically the superstar of your team, and you missed two big free throws because that would have been a tie game, right? That would have tied the game.
Quarter, yeah.
You would have made one of those free throws, you would have tied the game.
Playoff P, baby.
There he is.
That's all it is, man. But the NBA playoffs have been good, man.
What's up, brother? What's up?
Hey, we got Chaos in the building. Appreciate you. We're gonna get him on camera real quick.
Oh, I don't know if I got the last one.
We got Michelob Ultra.
He's like, give me water instead.
There's no more, Rob? There's no more.
I have no idea. It's pretty dark back there. I didn't see.
Sorry, guys. If you
There's
guys
no
are
light.
watching, Chaos just walked in the building. We're about to get him on camera, get him on mic here. He just wants a cold beverage. You know what I mean? Nothing wrong with a cold beverage.
I needed it.
I mean, I have a regular cold beverage today, you know.
Some jarritos.
But I forgot Chaos was coming in. I should have had a real beverage. So they gave him some form of water here, I believe.
Some carbonated water.
Just gonna go ahead and give him a minute here, and we're gonna get him all set up. But yeah, guys, NBA playoffs have been good, real good so far, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I was just talking about it with Kev earlier.
Great game last night.
What matchup would you rather see ratings-wise? Because you're Mr. Conspiracy Theory. We were talking about Phoenix, Atlanta, I think would be a better matchup, as were Milwaukee and the Clippers would be a better matchup overall. What do you think?
I think honestly, the way it's looking right now, like who's kind of like grabbing everyone's attention. I think that Atlanta. I'm sorry, I'm looking at what he's dropping on the table here. I'm looking at Atlanta. I want to see Atlanta in the finals. I would love to see Atlanta Phoenix.
No, right? Trae Young, bro. Trae Young, Devin Booker.
Yeah, and
nice.
that'd be two teams that we, not say didn't expect, but rather than
they're gonna give you action,
right? They're gonna give you action. They're gonna go. Oh, here goes Kwon. Go ahead. Oh no, I thought he was chiming in. Anything but Phoenix, right? But no,
I don't like the Clippers. I don't know what Jose's talking about.
Yeah, I would like to see, that'd be
so. Kwon, what was your opinion on that play? Was it goaltending? I just want to get your thoughts.
I don't know. It was over the rim, so I'm not sure if you're allowed to do that from out of bounds.
Because I know the goaltending rules.
It looked
changed,
like the ball
right?
was still over the rim, and no one talked about that. So I'm not sure if I just don't have the rules right that maybe you can grab it over the rim
maybe because it was
on an inbounds
yeah, that's
pass.
what I was going to say.
I don't know. But I didn't hear anything about that. And even when I saw the top view replay, and I'm watching it right now, it looked like it was over the rim. And even Paul George went like that, like it's goaltending stuff. I'm not sure why they wouldn't have looked at that at the end of the game. I'm not sure if they didn't have a challenge or what, but I haven't heard anybody talk about that. So that's why I'm confused. Like, do I not know that rule? And you could throw it in, but I didn't think you could touch it over the rim anytime.
See, now we got to look up the rule.
Yeah.
Now we got to look up the rule and make sure exactly what it is, because if you look at it, like Kwon's saying, it does look like the ball's over the cylinder completely, and he just quick dunk, grabs it, whatever. It was on time. That's clear, 100%. He got it in before the shot clock went off, which was great. But unless we know the rule and we're in the rule book, we really don't know what's going on. And it was a great ending though. Phoenix up 2-0 after Devin Booker's triple-double in the first game. Oh, real quick before I forget. Rob, we'll do it on the show. It's a little belated, but happy Father's Day. Kwon, happy Father's Day to you. Everybody else that watches the show as well.
Yes,
Anyone
sir.
that's got kids out there, that's whether you're a deadbeat dad, pay your child support, don't pay your child support, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. But no, I'm just kidding, man. If you got kids, man, and you're a father, happy Father's Day, man. We're all fathers if you got kids, no matter what the situation. So happy Father's Day to everyone out there. Hopefully you guys had a great weekend. I know I did. I had my kids with me. We got a pool. As I told Rob, pool season. The next day was not pool season after Saturday. Big old
Day drinking.
Day drinking.
Drinking will get you.
But I hope you guys all had a great Father's Day. We got Chaos sitting in the seat now. We're gonna get him on camera, get him on mic real quick here. Get him all set up real quick. Man, you suited and booted today.
Every day.
Every day. Not the suit, but still be suited and booted.
And there he is. Finally, we got him in studio. UFC Welterweight Khaos Williams joining us live in studio, coming fresh off of his victory here at UFC Fight Night this past Saturday in Las Vegas at the Apex Center. Khaos, my man, thank you so much for joining us today. How you doing this evening?
Blessed, man. I'm blessed, man. Pretty good. It's good to be here.
How's Las Vegas been treating you? I mean, if I'm going based off of the videos, man, Vegas been treating you real nice the last couple of days.
Man, definitely, man. Shout out. Dang.
Oh, come on. You can't be dropping the phone. You can't be dropping the phone.
Man, I'm tripping already. Well, Vegas been treating me great, man. obviously, man, you know, I got a lot of people out here, man. I've been networking, you know, meeting new people. You know, I got a few sponsors out here as well. You know, shout out to my sponsors, Cali Bloom.
Okay.
You know,
What you got over there? What
yeah,
you got?
man.
Just mention it real quick. What you got?
yeah, man, this is a CBD product.
Okay.
You know, like I said, that's my sponsor, Cali Bloom.
Okay.
You know, so big shout out to them. They've been showing me a lot of love out here. You know, they've been following me and supporting me for a minute now.
So before we talk about the fight, I'm glad that you brought that up and you have that. So a lot of fighters use this, right? Especially for recovery or just because it's legal to walk around and use, especially with the UFC, right?
Yeah.
So are you someone that uses this? If you don't mind me.
I mean, I have. You know, like closer to the fights, I try not to use not anything because just USADA. Even though we got the app, you know what I'm saying? You can type in what to use and what not to use. It's just
you want to be safe.
Yeah, I just want to be safe. You know what I'm saying? Better safe than sorry. So it's like I don't take nothing. Like I don't do I don't even do like pre-workouts.
I got
you. Know what I mean?
Okay.
Like I don't like nothing. It's all natural.
All natural workout, all natural everything.
Yeah.
So let's jump into the fight, my man. 3-rounder. It went all the way. You busted him up early in the first round. You looked comfortable the whole fight. If I'm being honest, not one part of the fight. I mean, it looks like there was a couple rounds where he might have tapped you, but nothing major.
Mm-hmm.
You were throwing more combos where it looked like he was waiting for that one right hand every time you threw the left. What did you enjoy more about your victory, man? It wasn't the knockout punch that we were used to.
Yeah.
The announcers even said it. Some people weren't even thinking about this going the distance. If you saw the tweets that were popping up on the screen, everything like that, everybody was saying, I don't think this is going to go past. What are your thoughts on the overall fight?
I mean,
did you enjoy yourself?
I didn't even get a chance to really check out Twitter, get to see all the tweets and stuff yet. You know, I just been enjoying the victory, man. You know, enjoying Vegas. You know, but at the end of the day, you know, I'm still growing. I'm like I said, I'm my biggest critic. You know, I got hit a lot, not a lot. Obviously, I doubled, you know, my significant strikes as his. But the thing is, like, you know, every fight I try to learn more. I try to take something out of loss or the victory. You know what I'm saying? No matter what. You know, I never admire my work. I'm always growing. I'm always hungry. I'm always just grinding. You know, and even in the fight, I seen a few things that I could have changed up because, you know, the competition only gonna get greater.
Got it.
You know, and that's just what it's about. You know, the competition only gonna get greater. And, you know, people, I mean, I got more content out there as far as the videos.
Correct.
So people going to study me. They going to think they know what to do. They going to think like, oh, I got a plan A for them. But that's not going to work. So now here we go. Let's come with plan B. And then that's not going to work. Then what you going to do? But at the end of the day, you know, I mean, with my performance, I was happy. You know, obviously I got the W. I'm back in the winning column. You know, I felt like I did enough the last fight, you know, but the judges didn't see my way. So this time around, I was like, man, if it do go to the judges, which I was prepared to do, I was prepared to go into a dog fight.
Correct.
I was like, if we do go to the judges, that it's not going to be no close fight. You know what I mean? It's not going to be we can't give it to this guy.
Yeah.
We give it to this guy.
You don't want to leave it up to the judges like last time.
I don't, but, you know, and you ain't going to knock everybody out, especially as the competition get greater. Think about it. I mean, you know, I don't really like to give people extra clout and just, you know what I'm saying, they shine because they already done put the work in. They do what they do when it's in their time, and that's same here, you know. But at the end of the day, look at it like this: a couple weeks ago, Nate Diaz fought Leon Edwards. You know, they went 5 rounds, and Nate Diaz
got him at the end.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Nate Diaz, man, he was all the way messed up, and he's been in a lot of wars, but nobody really stopped him. The doctor always stopped him. You know what I'm saying? Much respect
to
Diaz, but it's just like people like that. You're gonna go into those wars where you fighting people that's a dog. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, much respect to my opponent as well, man. You know, and we get in there, man, people see the outside. From the outside in, people think it's easy, and it's not that easy. You know, the discipline is really the hardest part. You know, not. I mean, depending on what you're doing, everybody not the same, but, you know, not smoking, not drinking, not having sex, not going out, you know, staying in the gym, late nights, early mornings, working out 3-4 times a day, dieting, eating the right stuff, eating clean, you know, and just staying focused, you know what I'm saying, staying on a parallel path. You know, the discipline is really the hardest thing to me, you know, so, you know, I really can't speak for everybody else, but, you know, it takes a lot to go in there and do that. And not only that, man, we out there performing live in front of millions of people.
Yeah.
You know, for the world to see. This is live. This is worldwide. You know, so if you get knocked out, you might be on SportsCenter the next day.
Top 10.
You know what I'm saying?
Top
Yeah.
10.
You might be on ESPN. You a highlight reel on YouTube. Everybody looking at you forever.
Yep.
So,
Definitely.
you know, it's not that easy. You know, so, you know, like, much respect to him, much respect to everybody. You know, and like I said, man, you know, like I always say, it's not personal. It's just punishment.
It's
you
just
know,
punishment.
I'm not in there trying to kill nobody. You know, if you get knocked out, you know, I mean, it is what it is. You know what you signed up for. You trying to hurt me, I'm trying to hurt you. You know what I mean? The feeling's mutual. But at the end of the day, man, I know we all got family members. We all got a mom. Not we all got kids, but a lot of people got kids. A lot of people got family members, people that's watching you, fans. You know, so, you know, we all human beings at the end of the day.
Once again, you are tuning in to Straight Bet Sports here on the Gorilla Cross Radio Network. Jose V, Rob G, Jay Madrazos, Kwon 59 in the building. We are live with UFC Welterweight Khaos Williams joining us live here in studio, downtown Las Vegas, Nevada. Now, you said in the post-fight, after the fight, that you did feel some of his power, that he did hit you a bit. In what round did you feel he got you more than anything? Because he got a few good punches in there, and were you actually hurt? Because every punch that it looked like he did connect, if he did get you, it looked like you were fine. You never looked dazed. You never looked wobbled. Pushed you off your game a bit, but then you were right back at it. At what point in time did you feel he ever did hurt you in the fight?
I mean, throughout the whole fight, I never even felt like I was hurt. You know, I was just so focused. You know, that fight that I just had, man, that I was fighting with purpose. It wasn't about the money. It wasn't about getting back in the win column. Obviously, it was about getting back in the win column. It was about the money overall because I do need that. I need that to survive. I tell people, like, you know, they see me dripping. They know I got let me think of the word. They know I got an expensive taste. You know, I come from nothing, straight out the mud. So, you know what I mean? Ain't nothing wrong with having a good time. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing wrong with treating yourself, man. So they know I like to shop. You know, as y'all can see, you know, I'm tailor made right now, $1,000 suit.
Suited and booted.
You know, suited and booted. You know, Dior, dripping, Gucci, Versace, just left the Versace store. You know, I got a lot of other drip too. You know, Da Vinci. You know, all that stuff costs. You know, but
Not only that, man, and them car rides you be taking on the Las Vegas Strip costs too.
Yeah.
I saw the car.
Yeah, man.
I'm not gonna mention what was in the car and how it was moving. But you know, if you guys haven't seen it, go ahead and check out Khaos's Facebook page. You got it on there on the story live. Man, but that's what I'm saying. I see that, and I follow you on social media, and I see the stuff that you post.
Yeah.
You always push straight out the mud. It's not business. You know, it's not personal. It's business. You do all that because you're always grinding for something else. I see you also put your money in real estate. It's not just about spending, but if you have it and you can enjoy some of it, why not? You work hard for it. You guys got any questions for Khaos, whether it was before the fight, leading up to the fight, anything you want to ask him? Go, Joel.
For me, like, how's like the whole, I'm interested in like your whole dieting and your whole preparation towards that. Like, how, like, do you prepare, like,
Great question.
Do you like say, hey, in a whole year I'm gonna go and stick to this diet, or I have certain people like cooking for me, things like that, just because I recently switched to like a vegetarian diet. Like, I want to see like in a pro
but
aspect.
I mean, as coming from a professional athlete, man, everybody, you know, they got their good traits, they got their bad traits. You know, like I said, the discipline, that's really the hard thing, that's really the most thing. But me personally, I do have my nutritionist. I ask for their opinion. But like I'm used to taking fights on short notice because people, like, it was hard for me on a regional scale. It was hard for me to find fights.
Okay.
And then getting into the UFC on a national worldwide stage, when I first came into the UFC, it was still like I took my debut on 2 week notice, and then after that I had a fight. I was just training. I stayed ready. I continued. I had good habits, so I stayed ready. And when you stay ready, you don't got to get ready. You know what I mean? So I had my first fight was 2 week notice, and then my second fight in the UFC, I took it on like 3 weeks notice. And then the fight after that, I took it on like another 3 week notice. You know
so you always walking a fight weight, like?
Yeah, like I just be grinding, man.
Wow.
You know, and then this fight, I really had I had like 6 weeks to prepare, 6-7 weeks. So I was super focused. I was fully focused. I was ready, you know. But my diet, you know, that's why I say that's really the hardest thing to do, man. Out of everything, bro, I love the grind. I'm addicted to the grind. You know, I strive to be a perfectionist. I strive to get better every day, you know. But the dieting, the discipline to stick to the diet is really the hard part, especially when it's late night, man. You be hungry. But what I do, I just eat clean. You know what I'm saying? I eat chicken breast and I eat salmon. And I eat chicken breast, salmon, broccoli, brown rice, and like yams. And I just stick to it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I don't eat no fast food.
Not even sometimes, like just a quick
cheat days or anything. None of them craves and nothing.
No cheat days, man. I don't eat no fast food. I don't eat no fried food.
Wow.
Shoot.
That's tough. That's tough.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Discipline.
Like,
that's commitment, though.
Yeah, you know
discipline.
what I'm saying? Dedicated, man. Commitment, man. Like I'm barely even like real for real, man. Just keeping it real, man. Like I'm barely even having sex, man. Like you know what I'm saying? I'm fully focused, man. I'm taking care of myself, man. You know that can wait. You know what I'm saying? That can wait, man. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you know, like
it takes it out of you.
Yeah,
you know,
energy.
You're
when you want to be when you want to be great, man. Like when you looking at something bigger, you know, like it's worth it. You know what I'm saying? And you got to look at why you doing it, and you got to look at the risk, the reward, the benefit. You know, I can wait on that. You know, but
longevity,
the
right?
longevity,
Your career, because it's your career.
Exactly.
You know, it's like you want to not only go to the next fight, but next 10, 20.
Exactly,
you know.
Man. Well, yeah, man. That was my diet, and that's how I am, man. You know, I just eat clean, straight water. If I'm not drinking water, like I don't drink no pop, no like sweets, stuff like that. The only thing that I do eat, sweets, the cheat that I do eat, I eat like a Hershey bar.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
You gotta
I eat
give
like
yourself something.
Bar.
Yeah,
I eat like a Hershey bar
Okay.
when I'm craving sugar, and then I'm just drinking like anything that I do drink, it's like sugar free.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it's sugar free, and yeah, man. You know, but it's worth it though. It's worth it.
Now going back to the fight, one of the things that I noticed from the previous fight is that, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but you did a better job of listening to your corner, listening to the people in your corner when they were barking stuff at you to do. There was a point where they asked for a combo, you threw a left hand and a kick, and they asked for it, and right after you did it, you basically got applaud for it, and that kept continuing throughout the fight. And not only that, Kwon mentioned it on Unnamed Sports Show. Shout out to the Unnamed Sports Show the other day. It looked like you also went more at it with your legs. But there was also a portion in the fight, I believe it was in the third round, where he got you early on in the leg. Did he hurt you ever? Because it looks like you were kind of favoring that leg towards the end of the fight.
Yeah, the third round, that was, I mean, I really wasn't hurt. You know how adrenaline is, man. You know, adrenaline, you really don't feel the injuries until after the fight.
Yeah.
But in the fight,
Never fought,
he did have me, he did kick me a lot, and I felt it in the third round. I will admit that, and I will give credit where it's due. You know, I felt the kicks in the third round a little bit, you know, and but it wasn't nothing that was gonna stop me.
Gotcha.
But I did feel it though. You know what I mean? That's like even if it was a mosquito to bite you and you slap that mosquito, you know, you feel that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
So I felt it, but it wasn't nothing that was gonna like stop me. You know, like at the end of the day, man. Like I said, that fight was for purpose. It wasn't just about the money. It wasn't just about being back in the win column. You know, like I said in my press conference, I dedicated that fight to Talon. You know what I mean? Talon to Oliver. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace. He was supposed to come to the fight right before my fight. Before I even went to Albuquerque, New Mexico, probably like a month before my fight, his people reached out to me. No, it was like maybe 6 weeks before my fight.
Can you let us know exactly who it is you're talking about? Just give us a little more information. You said who's the person you're talking about?
Okay, yeah. So anyway, so Talon Tolliver, man, rest in peace, man. You know, good kid, man. I never got to meet him physically, man, but his presence weighed heavy on me. You know,
so he was a fan. He was a fan.
Yeah, he was a
okay,
fan, you know,
got
but
it.
basically his peoples reached out to me, told me he was going through some stuff. He was battling cancer and stuff. You know what I mean? So he was going through a lot, especially during the pandemic. You know, it was rough. And his people reached out to me, told me he was a fan, and you know he really loved the UFC. So, and I was one of his favorite fighters. So I'm like, all right, bet, man. You know, can I meet him? And like, you know, he with the COVID and everything like that. So I'm like, all right, what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give him a shirt and you know I'm sign an autograph for him, send it to him, make a video, give him some words of encouragement, you know, and it made his day, you know, put a smile on his face. He reached out to me, texted me and stuff like that, you know, and I did that out of kind of to my heart, man, and that's why I'm still talking about it, because it weighed heavy on me, man. It's crazy, like, you know, but you know, it hit me, and at the end of the day, man, you know, it made his day. He told me like, man, you know, it put a smile on my face when I needed it the most, you know, and I'm like, man, I'm just glad I could do that, you know, and so I hit Dana White up before my fight, and I was like, man, Dana, man, I got this kid, you know what I'm saying, told him his name and told him what he was going through. I'm like, man, you think you can get him to my fight? You know, let's do something special, because in my mind, I know I wasn't about to lose. You know what I mean? So I was going to put on the show.
And that was even more for you.
That was even more, man. You know what I'm saying? That's just fueling the fight. I had a lot of other stuff behind the scenes that was fueling the fighter too, as well as coming off that a loss. But at the end of the day, I was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? but I'm like, I'm about to put on the show, you know? And even though that I didn't get to fight in front of 20, 30, 40,000 people or 15,000 people in front of the arena, like that was good enough. You know, I know I was still going to be fighting in front of the world, and I was still going to have him and his family there. So I reached out to Dana and asked him, could he invite his family there? And Dana told me, like, he was like, right within like an hour, he was just like, yeah, man, you know, what's his number? And I talked to his dad, you know, it meant a lot to his dad, you know, and then I talked to his son, basically told him like, yeah, man, you know, Dana gonna reach out to you, and he did, you know, and told him like he was gonna pay for the whole trip for him and his family to come.
Wow.
Yeah, man, it was a lot, man. So shout out to Dana White, you know, shout out to the UFC, man. You know, I give credit where it's due once again.
Like you say,
you know,
things behind the scenes that people don't see.
Yeah, things behind the scenes. There's a lot of things behind the scenes people don't see. You know what I mean? Like, and that's just what it is, man. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, that meant a lot to me. But like I said, rest in peace, man. Like 2 weeks exactly before the fight, I don't know, was it that Saturday, but that week, you know what I mean? His people reached out to me again and was like, man, I'm sorry to tell you, but you know, he passed, and I was just like, damn, what? And man, like I never even got to meet him personally, man. But you know,
just knowing the story and
knowing
everything
the story,
behind
man.
it.
Like, man, I shed some tears, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know I ain't no bitch or nothing, but you know what I'm saying? You feel me? Like,
just
you know what I'm
real.
saying? Excuse my language for being real, man. Like, man, I felt it. You know, and that meant a lot to me, man. Like, just to be able to impact, just to be able to, you know, be motivation. Just, you know what I'm saying? Just have fans like that. You know, it really meant a lot, man, and it's bigger than just fighting. It's bigger than just fighting, man. Like, it's simple, but it's not easy. You know, people look at the fight, but they don't know the diet. They don't know the hard work, the dedication, the late nights, the early mornings. You know what I mean? They don't know, all right, I'm missing out on this party, or I'm missing out on that, or I'm missing out on this, or I'm missing out on sex, or I'm missing out on having a good time, or, you know, I'm losing friends, I'm losing family because I'm so dedicated, I'm so focused, I'm doing this, They don't know all that, you know. I'm going on TV about to fight in front of the world, you know. Even when I wasn't in front of the world, just fighting in general, you know what I mean? I got my life on the line, man. It's people that didn't die in boxing, in the cage and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go in there fighting for my life, man. You know, I done knocked a lot of people out, man, and I ain't never been knocked out, man. So I gotta keep knocking on this wood. You know what I mean?
Knock on it.
You know, but at the end of the day, like, you don't know what to expect in a fight, man. Everybody got a puncher's chance, you know.
Definitely.
And, you know, as we seen Anderson Silva, Chris Weidman, you know, they had crazy freak accidents.
Yeah.
You know, to where their legs getting broke. So it's just like you just never know what to expect, man. And it take a lot to physically and mentally prepare to get ready for a fight, especially in front of the world. So
once again, you're tuning to Straight Bet Sports here on the Gorilla Cross Radio Network. This is actually episode number 63. I finally got the numbers down, so I know where we're at. Jose V, Kwon 59, Rob G, Jay Madrazo's in the building with Khaos Williams, UFC Welterweight, fresh off of his victory here at UFC Fight Night this past Saturday in Las Vegas. Now, another question that I have for you, too, I'm trying to see if I can remember what it was. Basically, when it comes to this sport with what you're doing, are you looking more for the attention? And the reason I say that is because the attention's there. Like you say, you're a knockout guy. If you look up Khaos Williams on YouTube, you'll find out you'll see his knockouts.
Yeah.
He's made people stiff. You've made people completely stiff, and
Right.
I've seen it. But are you looking more for the respect when it comes to it at the end of the day?
Man, I mean, really, I never really thought about it like that. You know, I never really thought about it like that as far as what am I looking for. I mean, I'm looking to make history. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking to be a world champion. I'm looking for the legacy. I'm looking to be remembered. That's really what I'm looking for. I'm looking for people to remember me by my work ethic. People to remember me by somebody that came from the mud, that put the work in, and now I look at him. You know what I'm saying? And he a world champion, or he done came from nothing, and now, you know, he a 6-figure dude, or, you know what I'm saying, one day 7-figure, 8-figure, 9-figure, you know what I'm saying, type whatever, you know, and it's just like, you know, that's really what I'm looking for, man, to just be remembered, just be a part of history, just to keep building that legacy, just that greatness, you know. But at the end of the day, man, you know, the respect thing is there, you know what I'm saying. I do want the respect. I want people to put the respect on my name if they not already doing it, you know. I want the credit where it's due, you know what I'm saying. That's really what it is, man. But my thing is just having that impact. Like I always said last time I was on the show, you know, the other day when I was on the radio, I said like, you know, I'm here to make an impact and not just an income.
I got you. That's a hell of a quote.
I like that.
Make an impact, not an income.
Yeah.
Okay. You gotta think about that one for a minute. But once again, we got Khaos Williams up in the building, hanging out with us here on Gorilla Cross Radio Network. Straight Bet Sports coming to you live from downtown Las Vegas, Nevada. So what's next, champ? You're the people's champ. That's what a lot of people call you right now,
Sure.
and that's what you are. But when are we gonna see you get a shot at that? Have you heard any rumblings? Have you already talked to Dana after the fight, or there's no word yet on who you're gonna fight next?
Yeah, no word who I'm gonna fight right now or next. You know, like I'm still enjoying the win. You know, it ain't even been a week yet, man. I'm still healing up with certain injuries. You know,
What, you got injured?
I mean, nothing
Or
major,
just
man. Just
swelling?
my hand, yeah, just
Okay.
swelling up. You know, but you know, my main thing right now was you know, just taking it day by day. You know, but when I do heal all the way back up, I'm gonna be right back in the gym, and that's what it is. You know,
What type
I mean?
of turnaround time you looking?
Yeah,
like?
what
What
are you
I'll probably be back like I'm thinking like maybe September, October. You know what I'm saying? It feels up to me.
Okay, 3 months, give or take.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
That give me time to heal up and then get right back into camp. Also, you know, I can chill a little bit.
You got anybody interested you looking to fight?
Nah, man, you know what I'm saying?
Nobody?
Whoever they put in front of me, man. Whoever they put in front of me. You know, and whoever they put in front of me, we all human beings, man. You can be the number 1 ranked guy, or you can be the 100 ranked guy. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? If you in the way, you in the way. But like I said, man, life a marathon, not a sprint, man. So I'm not about to just, here we go, give me him, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I ain't giving nobody no extra clout that they ain't deserve. And even if they did deserve it, man, who am I to just call them out, man? You know what I'm saying? It's gonna happen when it's gonna happen. They gonna feel the energy. They gonna hear me speak. They gonna see the actions. You know. And that's just what it is. You know, I leave that up to the matchmakers. I leave that up to my managers and stuff like that. That's their job. And my job is, just, you know what I'm saying, put the work in the gym, be the best me I can be, and, you know, go out there and perform and put on for the people that believe in me, put on for the fans. You know, I got to keep motivating the hood, motivating the people, you know, and let them know that, man, you know what I'm saying, things can be greater.
How about people calling you out, right? Or not say calling you, maybe not on camera, but how about people you hear, you know, you go to your people, or your people come to you saying, hey, this person's saying your name, or they want to get it.
Oh, man, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, man,
How often
you know,
does
it's
that happen?
just, I mean, it has happened. I know it's only gonna get bigger, you know.
As your name gets bigger.
My name get bigger.
Right.
You know, my name pretty big right now.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? But I'm a modest, humble guy. You know, and I never get comfortable. You know, I never look. I look at myself in the mirror as the same me that I was when I was riding a bike to the gym. You know what I'm saying? I'm always grinding like I'm broke. You know, and that's just my mentality. You know, but at the end of the day, people look at me, and you know, they might see me different than how I look at myself. You know, but like I said, I'm a modest, humble guy, and I never really look at it like that. But it's people that have been in the UFC 4, 5, 10 years maybe, and like my name ringing more bells. But they might be higher than what I am, you know, and they might be getting paid more. But as far as like buzz, as far as followers, as far as like people paying attention, you know, Twitter, Instagram, just social media influence and stuff like that, like I'm a bigger name right now. So You know, I appreciate everybody. I appreciate my fans. You know, the doubters too. You know, but yeah.
And not only that, you say you're here to make an impact, not an income, but you got to make an income as you're doing
Definitely,
now.
definitely.
Are the sponsors coming a lot more now as your name is getting bigger?
Yeah, but you know, I look at that as well. You know, I appreciate the people who've been following me. You know, because it's not just about, you know, everybody love you when you're winning.
Correct.
You know, so I appreciate the people who stay down. You know, who've been there before me. I mean, who've been there for me before I got to where I'm at now.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Like right before the UFC, the people that believed in me. You know what I mean? Because I believe in myself.
Okay.
You know, I believe in my talent. I know I got potential to be a world champion. I want to be a world champion. I'm gonna strive to be a world champion. You know what I'm saying? It's God's plan though, so I might not end up being a world champion. Who knows? But that's what I believe, and that's what I want to be, and that's what I'm gonna continue to strive to be. But you know, the people that like I said, after my second knockout in the UFC when I was #1 on SportsCenter.
Yeah.
You know, if you go back on YouTube and look at the interview with the Smo and his girl, I said, like, you know, I just want to shout out everybody. I just want to shout out everybody that supported me for the movement and not just the moment. And that's when I was like on top. You know, when my name was really booming. Dana then shared my knockout on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram. You know,
It was one of the top knockouts of the year, I think, too.
Yeah, it was. You
Right.
know what I mean? The shot up all the way there. I was nominated for knockout of the year out of hundreds of knockouts in the UFC. I was one of the like five or six. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, you know, followers done went all the way up. But I said, you know, I just want to shout out the people that's there with me for the movement, not just the moment.
Was that the one where you froze, old dude?
Yeah, that was one where I froze them. And like I said, here I am. I got my sponsors here. You know what I'm saying? Cali Bloom. You know what I mean? Shout out to them. You know, they one of my real supporters, man. They one of my real supporters, man. Even after that loss, that shouldn't have been a loss.
The robbery, as we keep saying.
Yeah, the robbery. You know what I mean? They was, but you know what I'm saying, lesson learned too. You know what I mean? But you know, they was there with me, and you know what I'm saying, they wasn't dragging their feet after the loss. They stayed the same. You know, they gave me that same energy, that same love that I did after I had that knockout on SportsCenter. You know what I mean? And I appreciate them, and that's why, you know, I had to bring, you know what I'm saying, a couple products to the studio with me, and you know.
So you're someone that likes to give back. I see that on a lot of your social media posts, whether it's family, friends, whatever the people there may be that you're posting stuff with. But you just mentioned it too about, you know, who's riding with you from the beginning, who's real, who isn't. As you get bigger, Khaos, you know it's gonna come where more and more people are gonna want something from you, or the ones that were there that took off for a bit that are coming back are gonna want something at that point in time. How do you separate the two? How do you keep that away to keep yourself focused still on your career and to not let any of that noise come in or come back to your life?
It's like this, you know. My mentor told me this. One of my mentors told me this. You know what I mean? It's simple. Don't be afraid to say no. When you want to be successful, you can't be afraid to say no. You know, and that's just what it is, man. You know what I mean? And getting to the top, you know, you gotta understand. You gotta just keep your eyes open, man. You gotta keep your eyes open. Understand the people that surround you. Know who there for you. You know, like Fabulous said, man. He was like, what, man? What's this saying? He said that
Don't get a lyric quote.
He said it was the quote. No, not that quote. He said, and it's probably not word for word, but it was kind of in the context of it. He said, he was like, is they around you because you beneficial, like BEEN, or beneficial, like BENE, official. You feel me?
I got you.
So you just got to understand who they're around you. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand your surroundings. And I'm a very intellectual person as well. So, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people that know me personally, they know that I'm book smart and they know that I'm street smart. So they know, like, all right, man, like, you know what I'm saying? He can speak with millionaires and all this, and you know what I'm saying? He's intellectual, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I've been a homeowner since I was 23 years old. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, it's like, you know, I mean, yeah, they people that don't know me, like, just like Drake said, man, once again, man, I ain't trying to re-quote everybody, but you know what I mean? Like, I give credit where it's due as well. And I like a lot of people different. I study a lot of people with different minds, you know, and like he said, he was like, hate me, never met me in the flesh. You get what I'm saying? So a lot of people, you know what I mean, who may talk about me, oh, why you spending all this money on this? Like, you know, oh, you buying all this Gucci and or this Dior or shit like that or da 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 da. Like, of course, man.
But they don't know the investments you've
because I
done.
work for it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Y'all see that I'm spending. I got a $3,000 outfit, but y'all don't even know that I just made $30,000. You feel me? On the ROI. You get what I'm saying? Y'all don't even know that because that's not y'all business. You know what I mean? But I'm a businessman first.
Okay.
So at the end of the day, you know, you know what I'm saying? Work hard, play harder, man. And ain't nothing wrong with spoiling yourself, man. You know, you can't take it with you. You feel me? You can't take it with you, man. I'm not stupid out here, so don't get it twisted. Don't get my street smart mixed up with my intellect. You know, at the end of the day, like, don't think like, oh, he just the average dude. Like, he about to just, you know, he's like these rappers out here just spending $100,000 on chains and stuff like that just to look good. No, you know what I mean? If I want to spend it, it's because I want to spend it because I want to look good. At the end of the day, yeah, I mean, it might be stupid, and I can understand. I can say that it is stupid to go spend $1,000 on a shirt or $500. It's stupid because that same $500 shirt, I can go get a $5 shirt. You know, but you know, like I said, ain't nothing wrong with spoiling yourself, feeling good. You know, that's it.
Chaos, man. We greatly appreciate you. Show's pretty much coming to an end, man. But great stuff as always. Hopefully, we have you back on the show again after your next fight or before your next fight.
Sir.
We greatly appreciate you coming in the studio. Two shows in a row.
Good having me.
Let everybody know out there where they can find you on all things social media so they can start following you and checking out them videos, man.
Everybody, man, y'all can follow me on Twitter at Khaos Ox Williams, KHAOSOX Williams. Follow me on Instagram at Khaos Williams, KHAOS Williams, all one word. Both of them all one word. So Khaos Ox Williams on Twitter and Khaos Williams on Instagram. Also, man, go in the bio on Instagram. Go get y'all an Ox Nation shirt. You know, support the movement, man. Over 1,000 shirts sold to this day. You know, it's an independent little company. I got some stuff in order as well. I'm about to, you know, really branch off, man. We're making stuff happen out here, man.
Gotta cop one of those shirts.
All y'all, man. I appreciate everybody.
Definitely. You know? We appreciate you coming on the show. Best of luck. Continue forward with your success, man, and your career. We greatly appreciate you once again coming in the studio. Khaos, the Ox Fighter Williams, UFC Welterweight, joining us here tonight on Straight Bet Sports on Gorilla Cross Radio. Fellas, any final words before we get going and I get up with my final quote of the night, as Rob likes to say? The best part of the show.
You even got Kwon laughing at that one. Even Kwon laughing at that one.
Joel, what you want to say, man? Let people know where they can find you because you are doing a lot of more photography now with your stuff. So let everybody know what's up.
Definitely follow us on Straight Bet Sports on all social media when we're going live through, you know, with the Lights, Aviators games, and Aces games. Also, you can find me on social media at j.madrazos. Take it out, Rob.
No, that was. I thought you were going to spell it out.
That was his outro.
That's his outro. No. We appreciate everyone coming on. Obviously, Khaos coming on. You know, it was great. Great to get that insight on a lot of things that going on behind the scenes, right? Because we only see the product, like you said. We only see the product, and we don't get to see what's going on behind the scenes.
We don't see the personal life. It's none of our business,
right? So yeah, we appreciate everything. Thanks for the insight. And take it away, Jose.
That's it, man. Once again, you've been tuning in to Straight Bet Sports here on the Gorilla Cross Radio Network. Just want to thank our guests in studio once again, Khaos Ox Fighter Williams out of the UFC welterweight division, joining us here in studio tonight. Best of luck to him and his career and his future moving forward in the UFC. Jay Madrazos, Kwon 59, Rob G, and everyone else that's a part of the show. Eric from Line 'em Up by Eric, Joshua LaFon, we greatly appreciate you. So based off of what we talked about with Khaos, my final thought would be this: seek respect, not attention, because respect lasts longer. Till then, I am Jose V. This has been another episode of Straight Bet Sports on the Gorilla Cross Radio Network. Peace.
See ya.